I was just reflecting as I was sitting there, and it's like a year ago today, I was begging the nurses to let me go home for my birthday because I've been stuck in a effing hospital room for however many days. I was only conscious for about 15 of those days, but probably 50 or so. And they refused to let me go home because I couldn't stand up under my own power, and I couldn't go to the bathroom under my own power. So, I got a wrestling match tomorrow, but that kind of pales in comparison to what I think where I was at a year ago, when it's like you're just worried about standing up and trying to feed yourself and trying to be able to go to the bathroom and that type of thing. So, my perception on mortality and life has been changed significantly from the events in the last year. And I'm just like, I get to go wrestle. Like, it's some. I mean, so I know this is some of these guys' lives, and they're worried about winning and losing tomorrow. I get to wrestle. That's all. That's it for me. I'm so happy.
But to do so against a legend in Ben Askren.
Yeah, I love Chael, man. Shout out to Chael. He's always giving me hype. But I don't need the kudos, right? The kudos should all be for Ben, for what he's did, for his story. It's inspiring the world, and it's showing the world, like, a passion you have for something, nobody can stop you from going for it, right? Like, I'm sure a million doctors, a million people are telling him not to do it, but this is what he loves. This is what he's growing into. This is, he's built different. Wrestlers are built different. Fighters are built different. So, the fact that he's doing it, and I'm able to be on the other end of it and be his opponent, it's an honor.
And then one more for you, Belal. You wrestled David Carr your first time around, get Ben Askren the next time around. I don't feel like this will be your last time competing, so if all goes well tomorrow, what's the third appearance going to look like? Who would you like to wrestle next after tomorrow night?
I mean, we got the bum sitting right here. He's been running from me in the UFC forever, so now I chased him to RAF. It's kind of like the Poetan against Izzy, right? Now I got Colby in my sights. I don't get to slap him, but I'll get to slam him on his head.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna make a comment to your comment because, I didn't care much about legacy prior to almost dying, but now digging into the Bible more, it's like, I think on a deeper level about humility, pride, ego, and the problems it causes human beings. So like, well, why wouldn't Belal take the match? If he had a big ego or he was worried about his pride, he wouldn't take it. But he's secure in who he is, so he says, it's just a wrestling match. Yeah, this guy's had some issues, but let's shake hands and let's mix it up. And there's so many people on a day-to-day basis in the world who go through not taking the chances they should take because they're worried about their pride, they're worried about their ego, and they say, oh, if I do that and I lose, then everyone's going to think this or that of me. And I think so many people would be so much happier living their life if they just followed the path they wanted to and not worried about what the comments of social media are going to be or what the people in the community thought of them, and just go live your life and do the things you want to do.
Question there.
Question for the king of Chicago, Belal Muhammad. Your best buddy, Kamaru Usman, is competing this weekend, and Colby Covington's on this card, who you never got to face in the UFC. Why do you think these men are afraid to take an Illinois-style beatdown?
I've been saying it forever, man. They're cowards, right? Colby coward Covington, Kamaru coward Usman. They're both scared. Because they couldn't have had that L on their record. Because they knew with me, when you're looking at me and then I'm just smiling in your face as I'm slapping you around, it hurts their heart. Guys like that, Kobe's the type of guy like, give me a kickboxer to wrestle, right? Give me Luke Rockhold. Give me a Dylan Dennis, a jiu-jitsu guy, right? But I've been calling him out forever. Now he got a tough test against Arman. I don't think he's going to get past Arman, but like I already told these guys, win or lose, I want to smash Kobe next.
And when I saw that text, I said, shit, I got to wrestle. I need to be out there. And I think at that point, like, I don't know if it was maybe January, February, like I was not doing well. I was alive, but I wasn't doing well. And so it was kind of like, hey, I kind of waited a month. I said, hey, I think I might want to wrestle. And they said, hey, well, why don't you keep training and just get back to us in a little bit. And, I got progressively better. I'm not who I was by any sense of imagination, but yeah, I set a record yesterday on my 6-minute bike ride. It's like I constantly test myself, and it's weird because when you start from like a year ago, I couldn't stand up. I think I got off on a walker on September 1st last year where I could actually move on my own power, and I probably didn't start riding a bike or doing actual exercise for many months. Probably January, somewhere around there, and so. None of us have ever started a training camp. No one's done that, right? I don't know anyone who has. And so it's like I start, and then it's, hey, the next week, can I beat what I got last week? And I beat it, and I beat it, and I beat it. And so it's like every single week I'm getting better times, and I'm feeling stronger, and I'm doing better. And hopefully that's not going to stop anytime soon. But if to me it was like, it's this date and this match, or I just don't really want to do it. So I don't think I have a future in wrestling. I'm going to continue coaching, and I'm continue to try to help RAF the best I can. But from a competitive standpoint, to me, this match isn't really about winning or losing. I think I know I have really good skills. It's just, can my body hold up and use those skills? It's about showing how strong the human spirit can be and overcoming adversity. And man, over the course of the last year, I probably get 2 to 3 messages daily of, hey, I'm going through some hard shit. It could be, sometimes it's a transplant, right? Sometimes it's other things. And watching your story has inspired me to push through it and not get down on myself and realize I can still live my life the way I want to. So it's more about that than anything else.
Before we get started, I want to address someone in the room. They were saying a lot of mean things about me. And, I'm a humble guy. I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to take the high road, Belal, and I'm going to congratulate you. I heard you just became a father. So, congratulations. Can we give a round of applause for Belal? He just became a father. So amazing. What a great step to go on the journey. But I just got one question to ask you, Belal. Who the fuck let you hit? Bro, you're one of the ugliest motherfuckers I've seen in my life. That girl must look like a gargoyle.
All right, guys, let's get the questions started.
Odds don't really mean a lot, In 1776, no one gave America odds to beat the Brits, and we saw how that turned out. So, odds don't mean shit to me, but... it's a tough competitor. I like Arman, he's a guy I like, but, I got to teach him a lesson. I got to humble him. He's been steering off the path, and I got to get him straight back on the path. And I think he's going to be on Daddy's jet one day, and he's going to thank me. He's going to say, thank you, Colby, for humbling me and, setting me straight. So,
you wish.
And then Arman, how does Colby compare, all the way in the back, Arman, how does Colby compare to the other opponents you've wrestled? Because you've wrestled 7 times, you've won all 7 matches. How does Colby compare to the other opponents you face in RAF?
He could be stronger, but not technical, because I feel like I wrestle like a freestyle wrestlers like Georgia, and but only like he's just strong. That's all. So that's why I wanna use my technique, my skills, and do the same like I do always.
Where's your fake girlfriend, Arman? Did you bring Nina Drama to the show, or is she still selling farts in jar and selling feet pics on the internet?
She will be here tomorrow.
She'll be here tomorrow?
All right, next question. You have a question here.
I can go. Izzy and Chad, I asked this in St. Louis kind of as a joke.
But I've never seen you with girlfriend, so...
Oh, okay.
Maybe...
I got lots of girlfriends. I got one for every day of the week,
I hope it's not boyfriends.
Do you got? Hey, you got a wife?
Because
right?
I've never.
Hey, you got a wife, right?
We have a question.
Why are you
here
parading
in the
around
front?
with another man's
I have everything,
fucking
brother. Everything.
another man's
jealous.
wife? It's just weird, bro. What in the name of Ian Gary are you doing? That's some cuck
Hey,
shit.
guys.
It's a quick question, and it's simple. I want both of you guys' predictions for the match tomorrow night. How's it going to go for you, Colby?
I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to go. I'm going to take that silver spoon out of his mouth. I'm going to twist it sideways, and I'm going to shove it up his candy ass. And there ain't nothing he or anybody next to him can do about it.
First of all, I don't have silver. I have gold.
That's not how the expression goes in America. I know you don't know how American expressions
present
go.
for you.
All right, we
I
have a
use only
question
gold,
here.
brother. Gold. And the gold, I'm going to take it, and silver, give it to you. Second place only for you.
Everybody's the face of RAF. This is a group effort. You have a lot of people behind the scenes that work hard for this company, from Chad to Izzy to Eric to, all the security guards to all the people that make this show great. All the wrestlers. This is a group effort. This isn't just an individual effort. So I just want to expand the sport of wrestling that I love so much. Wrestling gave me everything. It brought me from nothing in Oregon to, a multi-millionaire fighter. So, I'm thankful for everything that I have in life, and that's because of wrestling. So I just want to lead the way for the next generation of wrestlers.
Do we have any other questions right here in the
Question
front?
for Arman. Your opponent's nickname is Chaos. However, I think you bring a ton of chaos yourself, whether it's pushing someone off the stage or jumping into the crowd. What chaos are you bringing tomorrow night for RAF?
It's common natural. I don't think about what was going to happen. But my goal is like to go there, perform, to make, people like wait my wrestling, and to show a good performance. And then after that, I'll figure out. I'll do something crazy for sure. But I would like to do something crazy with Colby. Not with fans.
I love crazy. You're speaking my language.
All right, one more for Arman. Your wrestling is clearly very elite. Will we ever see you chase like an Olympic medal or a world championship or competing on the senior level outside of RAF?
I mean, in RAF, I have a lot of work, so my goal is to be here and to be the best, to be the face, and make as much as possible money here.
Why do you need money? Daddy's got you, All these other wrestlers, we don't have a security blanket in Daddy.
Here.
We have time for